What's clever about our robots, it's been adapted to move, which is hugely dynamic and complex.
Known for its constant motion and technological advances and its pursuit of potential, Kawasaki has once again made a major comeback in the automotive industry. Committed to providing customers with unique business solutions with innovative technologies to meet diverse societal needs, the company has opened up about its latest invention.
To me, these robots, they promise something greater than just the ability to solve the problems of today.
Blending high-tech agility with eco-conscious design, Kawasaki has recently reimagined off-road exploration with hydrogen power, robotic legs, and a feature they call the secret ingredient. What could this new invention entail? Join us as we uncover the new hydrogen-powered robot horse by Kawasaki that will blow your mind. Kawasaki Hydrogen-Powered Robot Horse. At the Osaka Kansai Expo 2025, Kawasaki unveiled a groundbreaking innovation in personal mobility with Corio, which is designed to tackle all terrains with exceptional agility. According to the company, the new technology is essentially a robotic horse that eats hydrogen instead of hay and the occasional apple, if it's been a good horse.
Because Kawasaki actually built the faster horse. They introduced Corio, a hydrogen-powered, AI-steered, four-legged robotic beast.
Kawasaki's commitment to hydrogen technology is well known, with notable projects in hydrogen liquefaction, turbines, and even hydrogen-powered motorbikes. However, the robot is still in its concept phase of development. A functioning prototype has not been made public. This robot, unlike previous animal-shaped bots such as Boston Dynamics' Dog Spot, is designed for people to ride it as the machinery uses artificial intelligence, AI, and specially designed legs to navigate complex terrains. Drawing inspiration from Kawasaki's motorcycle designs, Corio features a streamlined body composed of metal and carbon materials. Its front end includes a head-like shield, reminiscent of motorcycle aesthetics, with built-in lights for visibility in various lighting conditions. Powered by its 4 robotic legs, Corio offers an extraordinary off-road experience that combines cutting-edge technology with the joy of riding. Engineered for adventure enthusiasts, Corio transforms outdoor exploration by ensuring a harmonious connection between rider and machine, but that's just the beginning. The robotic horse adapts intuitively by constantly monitoring the rider's movements, promising stability and control across rugged landscapes. Riders can ascend mountains, navigate challenging trails, and immerse themselves in breathtaking scenery, all while experiencing Kawasaki's impulse to move. Reported by Tokyo Weekender, Kawasaki Executive Officer Takashi Tori informed the media that the Corio is a completely new means of transportation that combines Kawasaki's motorcycle and robotics technologies. The robot's 4 legs can each move independently, as the legs are also equipped with inward-facing knees and rubber 2-toed cloven hooves, similar to those of a goat or a deer. Company representatives hope it can one day carry up to 2 people on its back through a wide range of environments. Kawasaki representatives explained on the Corio concept page of their website that the rear leg unit can swing up and down independently from the front leg unit, allowing it to absorb shocks during walking and even during running. Kawasaki proposes that Corio will have an AI system that enhances its balance and navigation, with the robot responding to the body movements of the rider, just like a real horse. Riders can steer Corio using weight shifts and handlebars, ensuring precise control. The adjustable stirrup length helps riders optimize posture for comfort and safety. The robot will also have a heads-up display in front of the rider, much like a motorcycle does, showing important information. This feature would involve an instrument panel that displays hydrogen level, route to the summit, center of gravity position, and other information. The representatives also added that at night, the robotic horse would support optimal riding by projecting markers onto the road surface to indicate the path ahead. The Corio would be driven by a 150cc engine powered by a hydrogen fuel cell. Hydrogen, supplied via a rear-mounted canister, generates electricity to keep the robotic horse running efficiently while embracing eco-friendly energy solutions. The way this works is that the hydrogen fuel cells work by converting chemical energy from hydrogen into electricity. Then, the hydrogen gas is split into protons, H+, and electrons, and the electrons create electricity that can power the motor. This process produces zero emissions, with only water as a byproduct. Hydrogen fuel cells can easily be recharged by refueling them with hydrogen gas, making things more efficient and effective. Experts say Kawasaki's Corio is set to redefine the future of mobility, inviting enthusiasts to take their next adventure to new heights. Literally. Whether scaling peaks or traversing rugged landscapes, this robotic horse is poised to lead the charge toward innovation and exploration. However, this robot is still very much a concept for now. Kawasaki also revealed that the Corio's rubber hooves attached at the bottom of this robotic horse were created to enhance its grip on both hard and soft surfaces, contributing to its stability. The robot also possesses the capability to jump over obstacles, although specific performance metrics have not been disclosed. As eager as customers are to purchase this outstanding technology, Kawasaki representatives suggested it may be launched by 2050, but they have not announced any solid development timeline, and there are no current plans for commercialization. The company also has not revealed any detailed technical specifications, including Corio's speed, range of travel, or battery life. The Corio exemplifies Kawasaki's commitment to merging robotics with sustainable energy solutions, offering a glimpse into the future of personal transportation. Kawasaki is not just seeking to make a profit from this great project. They also aim to turn the great outdoors into an unforgettable experience. Corio isn't just a machine, it's your ultimate companion for every terrain. But that's not all Kawasaki has invented in the years since its establishment. Kawasaki's hydrogen-powered motorcycles. If we talk about innovation, we know that Japan is always playing on this board. Even more so if we talk about electric vehicles, Tesla always comes to mind. But we cannot forget that there are alternative fuels that are coming from far beyond the borders of the United States. In a major twist of events, Japan has just shown Elon Musk, the American magnate and owner of the largest electric vehicle company in the world, that no matter how much technology he has, he does not have the first motorcycle that is neither electric nor gasoline-powered. Yes, it seems like an invention from the future, but we are going to see it very soon on Japanese roads. That's right, Kawasaki has put all its cards on the table and has presented its first hydrogen motorcycle. This is the H2 High SE model, and is ready to change the industry completely with this great invention. With this revolutionary idea, the Japanese brand wants to make it crystal clear. They want to fight against motorcycle emissions while positioning themselves as the first option in the sustainable motorcycle market, but that's not where it ends. Although the invention seems like a huge breakthrough in the automotive industry, Kawasaki has not given more details about the H2 and High SE models. However, they have confirmed that the hydrogen engine can offer 125 kilowatts and a torque of 250 nanometers. This motorcycle draws the attention of the automotive community because the prototype has two tanks located in the rear section of the bike, which is where the hydrogen would be housed, which means that it would use less space and they will be much more compact motorcycles. Beyond the innovations in terms of fuel tanks, the design of the H2 and High SE, which have been used as trademarks, is expected to be the beginning of a line of cars that run on hydrogen. The engine of both vehicles will be a gas engine that has been modified to use only hydrogen. The most interesting thing is that it will use a dual injection system that will involve the injection of hydrogen in two different ways inside the engine. So, this fuel mix will make it much more efficient, and the combustion process, when the engine burns the fuel to generate energy, would be way more powerful. This innovative system will improve the performance of the engine with only hydrogen as the main source of power. What an invention! As you may have seen, the market has been flooded with hydrogen-powered vehicles. But despite this, it still faces several challenges that must be overcome, such as the price of hydrogen fuel cells, which are still much more expensive than conventional fuels. On the other side of the coin, many scientists believe that hydrogen is the future because it does not generate waste except water vapor, so it does not eliminate waste as such with its use. However, it has been proven to do so through its extraction, but these are things that they are still working on. This is in addition to making vehicles have greater autonomy and not increasing the weight of the vehicle. It should also be noted at this point that hydrogen needs more space for storage because it has a larger volume than gasoline. So the future of hydrogen raises many unknowns that will gradually be resolved, or at least that is what we hope. This is where companies like Kawasaki come in, betting on a more progressive development that will culminate in a mass hydrogen market in the coming years. The future of sustainable motorcycles is now one step closer with this Kawasaki creation. This hydrogen-powered motorcycle seeks to transform markets through its powerful, environmentally friendly technology, which exceeds both electric bike and gasoline bike technology. But that's not all. Another invention that has been revealed to be more impressive than the H2 and High SE models is the Ninja H2. Numerous sales-based impressions have emerged since Kawasaki launched the Ninja H2 into its global markets. Through its advanced environmental technologies, this motorcycle demonstrates future sustainable transportation possibilities for people. The Ninja H2 serves as an advanced motorcycle that drives the industry toward cleaner operational alternatives. Unlike traditional gas and electric motorcycle technologies, the exclusive power system used in the Ninja H2 consists of a supercharged hydrogen engine system. The hydrogen-oxygen process produces electricity through fuel cell operations, which generate water as the end product. Through this innovative solution, the technology produces environmentally beneficial chemical solutions superior to standard motorcycle fuel options for high-performance vehicles. The Ninja H2 offers unmatched riding capabilities to motorcycle users. With its 310 horsepower engine, this bike achieves the fastest acceleration speed among all its types. Engineered design techniques and modern technology combined with these features make the motorcycle outperform other high-spec motorcycles. The Ninja H2 excels in riding control beyond its excessive power output to deliver safety and excitement for riders during their travels. It also makes three essential contributions to its performance through its lightweight construction, sophisticated handling, and advanced braking system. The motorcycle's aerodynamic shape improves speed and gas efficiency, and the supercharger supports high-speed capability. Among top-quality motorcycles in the market, the Ninja H2 stands as an unmatched leader. Environmental performance from hydrogen fuel cells makes the Ninja H2 better for the environment than regular gasoline motorcycles provide to their users. The latest innovation demonstrates how sustainability programs around the world integrate hydrogen through its presentation of hydrogen as a viable renewable power solution for future applications. After introducing the Ninja H2 to the market, its influence is expected to transform the motorcycle industry significantly. More manufacturers' exploration of hydrogen technology will set the direction for markets to transition toward cleaner, sustainable motorcycles. Developments at Kawasaki should motivate different companies to dedicate investments toward hydrogen-powered vehicles, thus creating innovative and sustainable products within the industry. Stay tuned, because this next part will keep you glued to your screens. Kawasaki's mission to turn coal into hydrogen. Japan's Kawasaki. Heavy Industries has teamed up with the Australian government to lead a $388 million project to turn coal into liquid hydrogen, in what it has been described as one of the world's first attempts to commercialize the technology. The pilot project aims to generate green energy for use in cars, electricity generation, and industry in Japan from one of the dirtiest fuels, brown coal. It involves converting coal to hydrogen at a power plant in the Latrobe Valley, a region in Australia with some of the world's most abundant supplies of the fossil fuel, which is also called lignite. According to Eiichi Harada, Deputy General Manager of Kawasaki Heavy's Technology Division, the global hydrogen market appears to be booming. This makes them thrilled that both the Victorian and Commonwealth governments wish to participate in this project, which has the potential to deliver a critical option for future energy needs. Japan is making a big gamble on hydrogen-powered vehicles, with Toyota backing its Mirai to win a green energy battle against electric-powered rivals, including Tesla. J-Power, Iwatani, and Marubeni Corporation are partners in the Australian project, which also includes AGL, Australia's biggest energy company. Here's where things start to get very interesting. The coal-to-hydrogen project has also won a $100 million backing from the government, which is seeking ways to continue to utilize its ubiquitous brown coal reserves. A GL will host the pilot project, which, if successful, will see a commercial coal-to-hydrogen plant built on a site near its Loy-Yang lignite mine in the Latrobe Valley. But the ambitious plan must overcome significant hurdles, including the lack of a hydrogen energy supply chain or commercial market. It also faces environmental challenges posed by the carbon emissions released when burning coal to create hydrogen. Saul Kavanik, analyst at Wood Mackenzie, a consultancy, pointed out that hydrogen energy could pave the way to a greener future, but if it is created by burning coal, then it will be critical to have a carbon capture storage element to the project to deal with the resulting emissions. In February, the Victoria state government began offshore seismic surveys to determine if dried-up oil wells in the Gippsland Basin, previously used by ExxonMobil, would be suitable to store CO2 created by the coal-to-hydrogen conversion project. But energy analysts caution that there are still very few commercially viable carbon capture and storage facilities worldwide. Amidst all this, Kawasaki Heavy has hedged its bets on whether converting coal to hydrogen is the best way to achieve Japan's dream of a hydrogen-powered, green energy future. The company has backed a rival project in Norway, which uses renewable energy to create hydrogen from water, a cleaner but possibly costlier way to produce the fuel. Patrick Moriarty, an energy expert at Monash University, spoke about how brown coal to hydrogen, in his view, was unlikely to work as it generates the same emissions as burning coal in power plants. He also added that in the future, when we would have to rely mainly on intermittent renewable energy, there would then be a place for hydrogen produced by renewables, as this can be stored easily. The Latrobe project must also develop a cost-effective supply chain, which can transport the hydrogen in gas form from the Latrobe Valley to a liquefaction facility at the port of Hastings. From there, it would be transported to Japan, where it is hoped that by 2030, a hydrogen-powered economy will have developed to provide a market for the fuel. However, Japanese media reported on Friday that Kawasaki Heavy Industries had withdrawn from the trial to develop a hydrogen network, but it doesn't end there. The original plan was to establish an international supply chain to produce hydrogen from the valley's coal and use commercially unproven CO2 capture and storage technology to sequester carbon in the Bass Strait. Brown coal from the valley would have been extracted and turned into hydrogen, which would then be piped more than 150 kilometers from Gippsland to the port of Hastings before being shipped to Japan. The project received $50 million each from the Victorian and federal governments, while also receiving $2.35 billion from the Japanese government. But reports from Japan indicate Kawasaki has backed out of the plan due to potential difficulties procuring hydrogen within the 2030 deadline. The completion of the demonstration by 2030, which was originally planned, was an absolute condition for ensuring competitiveness, reported the Nikkei. The company will now look to procure hydrogen from within Japan, and hydrogen carriers will also be reduced in size as the company steers towards a real solution. In a statement, Kawasaki Heavy Industries confirmed the commercial demonstration phase of the project would occur in Japan due to time and cost pressures. Kawasaki Hydrogen Project Group executive Yasushi Yoshino said the company was committed to the Gippsland town, and the change to Phase 1 of the project does not impact Kawasaki's commitment to a commercial-scale project in the Latrobe Valley. It was also established by Yoshino that Kawasaki aims to build a hydrogen energy supply chain in 4 phases: utilization, transportation, storage, and production. Not only the development of its own company, but also the advancement of technological innovations by involving many players, including other firms, governments, and specialized agencies in Japan and overseas, enables a carbon-free and low-carbon society and continued economic growth at the same time, which is exactly the appeal of hydrogen energy. Realization of a carbon-free society, energy security in Japan, and compatibility with the environment, such a safe, fruitful future, may be just around the corner. The company aims to create innovative solutions through the hydrogen project, make a profit, and place their name at the very top of the automotive industry, both in Japan and all over the world, for their use of sustainable energy with 0 to no emissions that could damage the environment. With 2030 in view, Kawasaki intends to meet their deadline and achieve carbon neutrality at its domestic factories and offices through the use of electricity generated by a 100-megawatt hydrogen-fueled power plant it plans to build. The company is trying to make hydrogen a key growth driver by building liquefied hydrogen carriers, hydrogen power stations, and other facilities to create a global supply chain of the fuel that may help decarbonize industries and aid the global energy transition. With Kawasaki working overtime to make hydrogen-powered vehicles more efficient and common, will they be able to achieve their goal by 2030, or will the project eventually get abandoned? Let us know what you think in the comments section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click on the next video on your screens. You will love it.